welcome back to NVfineARTstudio.
Today I want to share with you one of my watercolor painting tricks. This is a great technique to achieve texture for your object. This is a technique that is absolutely great for substitution granulating effect. So if you struggle with achieving granulation but you want your object look textured, this is a video for you. Also, if you like this painting and if you want to paint along with me and want to learn more about watercolor painting, more techniques, more things like that, please find me on Patreon. I will have a link in the comment section.
The last part that I want to do is to add dark dry brush mark to the tree trunk, to the bark, to suggest some texture, because for some of you who didn't use granulating colors, the bark may look a little too plain. So if you have this situation, adding dark dry brush mark to the bark will definitely add some texture. So this is another way of adding texture, and this is exactly what we're going to do. So now I'm going to dry this, and then with hair dryer, and then we can add dark dry brush marks. So you can either use your medium size mop brush, or you can use a flat brush. I'll probably use flat brush just because the shape of the tree trunk is quite geometrical. It's just a straight line, so I think it's going to be easier to use a flat brush. For dry brush mark is actually a confusing term. The dry brush mark isn't created with a dry brush. You actually need a bit of water in the mixture. But if you think your brush is too loaded with this mix, is too wet, you can either use tissue or you can use a piece of paper, and you just remove the excess of moisture, the excess of mixture, and then you do dry brush mark. Already I have quite a bit of texture just because I used ultramarine blue granulating pigment and liquid charcoal, so I already have quite a bit of texture. But just to show you how to do dark dry brush mark, I'm gonna do this. So a little bit of moisture on the palette, so not too much. That's why flat brush is a little better, because it doesn't hold as much water as mop brush. So just a little bit of moisture on your brush, then you grab dark paint such as Luna Black. Make sure that the mixture is quite thick but still moves easily on the palette like that. So that's your dry brush mark pretty much. That's what you're looking for. This is too much mixture on the brush, and this is exactly what you're looking for. So you're looking for touching the paper and leaving this texture behind. So I'm gonna grab a little more just because I think I'm running out of mixture. So this is too much and this is good. So practice first. This is too much. So after you do a brush mark like that, then you know this is too much. The next brush mark most likely gonna be good. Probably a little too much, good. Now, as soon as you see this, it means its next brush mark is gonna be good. So we're gonna do this. Yeah, this is a good brush mark. Now, grabbing more paint again. Probably a little too much, good. So next thing you do, and this is what happens. I'll try to zoom in on this, if you can see that texture. Yeah, you can see that texture. So that's the texture that you are after. I'm not going to go into this area because this is area where we need to preserve the lightness of the tree bark. This is the top part of the tree trunk needs to be a little darker. So that's why we added these darker dry brush marks, and at the same time we created a bit of texture. And this is all for today. I hope it was informative. I hope you learned something new today, and most of all, I hope you enjoyed painting along with me. This is all. Until my next video. Bye.